Good morning to you guys. I hope that you guys are looking forward to the weekend, even though they kind of blurred together for me. Weekday, weekend, can't hardly tell what day it is anymore. Um, so I wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about some specifics, but in particular, how we're going to work the test coming up. When you guys, when we talked together, oh, whatever it was, a couple of days ago on Zoom, I alluded to the fact that we would maybe allow you guys to do your whoops, sorry about that. Maybe allow you guys to do your tests and use your notes, that kind of thing. So I just want to talk a little bit about that. So I'm sure you already found the assignment page because that's where you found this video. I'll just kind of point you. Today the assignment is going to be basically for you to do the Unit 8 review, which you can print out. I've got the answers here, so you can kind of be working through that. I have set up a tutorial time, and this is going to be regular every single B-Day. I sent you guys the information about that. I honestly can't remember what time I put up on there. What was it, 1:30? Whatever time it was that I sent to you. I'm sorry about that. And that'll be, I'm just there available. You can come if you have questions. You don't have to come. Completely up to you. You can come for one question, for all of it, just whatever you want to do. And that'll start today. So you're welcome to come today. And it might even be that you've already done some of these review questions and you have some questions from that. So just anything you want to talk about. But then, as I mentioned, we have our test next class, which would be on Tuesday. And here's the thing. Here's a couple different things about it. First of all, it has to be on Tuesday. And I am going to ask you guys, I really want everyone to do it from 12 to 1, meaning from noon until 1 o'clock on that day. If you just cannot do that, if you cannot do it during that time, you need to let me know sooner rather than later, at least a day ahead of time. If there's some extenuating circumstances, and what I mean by that is not just, I don't want to because I want more time to study. No. I mean, like if there is for some reason that you have something else you have to do, and it's not another class because our class exists during that time, but I mean, I don't know, maybe somehow your parents, whether they're working from home or are out of the house working, and maybe you are responsible for watching a younger sibling or something like that, and so therefore you can't do it. Hey, if that's the case, let me know, contact me, we will work something out. But otherwise, I really want everybody to do it during that time. And the reason why I don't want it to be, I want more time to study, is because look what it says right here underneath the test. You will be permitted to use your notes and your homework while taking the test. So just the fact that you've completed the review, essentially that is your studying for the test. So you'll be able to use your notes and your homework, but look at the next part. You'll be taking the test while you're signed in on Zoom conference. So basically I'm going to have everybody sign in. I'll probably open it up about, 5 till 10 till 12 that day. And so hopefully everybody will be on there by noon. And I will give you guys the code to open up your quiz on Canvas. So basically you'll just minimize your Zoom screen. I mean, it'll still be showing me the video, and you'll be able to go to the quiz and open up the quiz. And I will have all of the questions to the test just right there, right in a row. You're not going to take it on Canvas. You're just going to look at the questions there, and then you're actually going to be taking it on your own paper. It's going to be very short, this test, and I'll kind of show you some more specifics about that in a minute. It's going to be very short, so it's not like you're going to have a lot of writing. You don't have to write down directions, and there'll even be some questions that you don't even have to write out. You can just write the answer, and again, I'll kind of show you that in a minute. So you'll write it on your own paper, and you're going to do all this while you're on Zoom, because I'm going to be here, watching you guys take the test. Essentially, it's just like me sitting in the classroom while you guys are taking the test, right? I'm keeping an eye on you. I'm doing other things, but I'm keeping an eye on you guys also. And it's really just to kind of give everybody that chance to do the right thing. You know what? Somebody's watching. You do the right thing. So anyway, you'll take your test on Zoom. It'll be short. I'll set probably a 60 to 70 minute timer. It's not because I'm trying to get you to rush, but it's because it should never take that long. Now, here's the thing. I know there are some of you, and you know who you are, that especially if you're allowed to use your notes, you will never stop. You will look and look and look and scour and see if you can find something that looks like it, just to make sure. You'll check your work, 4 times, and you just won't want to let go of it. But here's the thing. That's not what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be kind of like you're taking a test, at school, where most of it you won't need your notes for. And then you only need your notes to kind of, if you need a little hint here or there. So that's kind of the point of this. Anyway, so we'll do it in that 1 hour time limit, and it should not be an issue. Again, if you guys are ones that normally get extended time, of course you get extended time. I don't think you're going to need it, but of course you do. And we can talk through that. So anyway, let me just give you just one more little piece of information. I want to show you the review and give you an idea of just how long this test is going to be. This review, it looks really long. I know it does. It's lots of pages. It has 58 questions. Oh, that's terrible, right? But what you need to picture in that 58 questions is in the first page, you have 20 of them. So a 40% of what's here, or a third of what's here, is all on the first page. And these questions should take seconds to do. All right, so here's what I'm picturing for the test. Don't hold me to this exactly, but I'm thinking something like the stuff on the first page, there will probably be about 7 questions on the test that look like these. Well, I mean, if you're looking at, say, for example, number 5, log base 4 of 64, either you know that 4 cubed is 64 or you don't. Either you know the answer is 3 or you don't. So that should take seconds. So these questions, these 7 questions, oh my goodness, I am being more than generous when I say, well, let's see, number 5 took me about 2 seconds. So I'm being more than generous if I say these 7 questions should take 5 minutes. I mean, they shouldn't even take 2 minutes. All right. So really, I'm hardly even counting those as far as part of the test. Now, when you get down to this next page, I'm thinking from this page altogether, there would be about 3 questions. Maybe there's one where you have to expand. Maybe there's, a graph, something like that. On this next page, I'm thinking that there should be maybe even only 2 questions. I don't know, maybe a graph, maybe one of these. I have no idea, but maybe 2 questions from this page. From the next page, this is when we start to get into the solving the exponentials. I'm thinking on this page, a total of maybe 3 questions that might be similar to these. And then on this last page, second to last, when you're solving the log equations, maybe 2 of these, 2 where you're solving log equations, maybe 1 basic and 1 not as basic. And then on the last page, the calculator stuff, which is mostly that last kind of section that we did with the interest and compounding continually or whatever. I'm thinking on this page, there'll only be, and this is the calculator, there'll only be 1 question. So that's a total of 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 is 6, and 2 is 8, and 3 is 11. So that's like 11 real questions, 11 questions that might take you a minute or 2 to do, but then 7 questions that should take like 5 minutes. So I'm hoping that you'll think that 60 plus minutes is plenty of time to take that kind of a test. All right, so you guys know what to do for today, right? You're working through this list of things. If you have any questions about how it's going to work, or what this is going to look like, or any kind of concerns, let me know now. Don't wait until Sunday night at midnight. We're like, oh, I'm scared about the test tomorrow. Let me know now. Give me a message, today, tomorrow, whatever you want to do. Ask me questions about the review. Just contact me with anything that you need me to help you with. All right. Good luck today.